This episode's going to be a bit different. We have some guests with us today, Josh, Joseph, and Taylor, that actually played a live-streamed episode with Adam a few weeks back. Enjoy.
The three of you wake up in a large pile of bones, it seems like, in a very, very tall room of what appears to be an ancient castle. The walls are made of a black brick stone-like material, similar to a normal castle, but a lot darker in design. And all around you, you can feel, and underneath you can feel the sensation of bones rubbing against your figures and through your armor. As you emerge, you kind of see each other. All three of you see two skeletons sit up and look at you.
Hey guys, my name's Chip. Super excited to be here, I guess. Don't really know where here is. But anyway, I've seen that we have two new guys. They're like little bunny in the center. Do you mind if we can, kill them as an icebreaker of getting to know each other? I feel like that's a really good idea.
Okay, Snazz and Marmock, you turn over and you hear this person talking to you. And as the lights start to hit him, you realize it is a rat skeleton talking to you.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Oh.
Marmock would like to immediately walk away from the situation. Not being impolite.
Joseph, Chip sees one of the skeletons get up and start to walk away. The other one reeling in horror. Its drippy robe sort of leaking on the other skeletons.
Okay, can I ask a question? Are these hostile skeletons? Or are these... Am I a skeleton and I see these two skeletons, but I don't know that I'm a skeleton yet?
You don't know that you're a skeleton, but you see the other two freaking out.
Oh, okay.
One of them is walking away. The other one is reeling back in horror.
Okay, so I thought we were three people and then there's two skeletons in the middle of them. Okay. Never mind.
No.
That changes it.
Yeah.
We are the Boney Boys.
Yeah.
And then, okay, so I look at them, and then I look at myself, and, okay, and Chip, he's like, oh, okay, this is new. Usually I'm a rat, so I can see that I have my rat fingers with no skin. What are you guys? I'm guessing we're in the same boat? I'm hoping,
Marmock is completely ignoring this, and he's going to do a perception check to try to find he's going to use a perception check and his dark vision to look around and look for an exit.
Okay.
Okay, he's kind of quiet. How about you? And then I look at Taylor's character.
Oh, God. Oh, you're so ugly. Oh, my. Oh, Jesus.
Hey, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and lucky enough, there is not a beholder here.
Oh,
so
God.
that's some humor. I like to icebreakers.
That's a 14 on the perception check, Adam.
You look around the room and you just see more bones. This room seems to be some sort of like den or like collection area. You can see some other skeletons half formed, some of them not all together. As when you reach the door's exit, you see it's just a large wooden door, and on the other side you can hear sort of a thump, 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 as there seems to be a figure sort of walking through what seems to be a stone hallway or down a set of stairs. You're not really sure, but you can hear sort of the echoey sensation of a room that is similar in its design to this one, at least in terms of like the building materials.
Yeah, all right. Okay. Well, Marmock is going to walk away from that door and back towards the other skeletons, and he doesn't want to interrupt anyone, but he's gonna wait for a lull in the conversation to strike in.
Chip sees you come back, and he interrupts whatever Snazz was saying. It's like, hey friend, welcome back. Anyway, I'm Chip. This guy is really scared of me, and you are?
Hello. My name's Marmock. I appear to be a skeleton.
Oh, God, he's so ugly. Oh, Jesus. Oh.
You see an orc skeleton standing and talking, introducing himself as Marmock. He's wearing what looks to be actually very lovely armor. It looks like this man may have had wealth in his time when he was alive. Like Snazz, or like the man in the drippy robe, you notice that his bones are also completely picked clean.
Yeah, all right. This is a little bit freaky for me. I'm hearing a loud stomping noise happening. Are you hearing that as well?
As he draws attention to it, you guys start to hear that stomping yourself in the distance. Just it's getting louder.
Chip is like Oh, I forgot. His name's actually Todd. His human name is Todd, so let's retcon that. He thinks Chip is a weird name, so he thought a human name was Todd. Anyway, Todd immediately like jumps into like he breaks out of his demeanor of like the happy, friendly icebreaker guy, and he is looking for a way out of here because he does not like the stomping at all.
Can you roll perception for me?
Okay, yeah. Oh, 1 second. A critical failure.
Wait, really?
Yes.
You are finding it actually harder to see. So without your human eyes or your rat eyes, you actually seem to have lost your dark vision. So you are adjusting to the now normal human sight that you have.
Oh, this isn't fun.
You see anything, Chip?
Usually yes. But we're having some malfunctions here. Don't worry. It happens.
All right. Yeah, I understand. It's
in layman's
strange
terms,
things happen when you dead.
I'm freaking out. I'm trying not to scare you guys.
Don't worry. I'm figuring this out as well. But it's gonna be all right.
Hey, rude guy who thinks I'm really ugly.
Oh God, you're so ugly. Oh Jesus.
Oh, yeah, do you see anything?
Yeah.
Is there any way out of here? Can you help us?
Oh Christ. I just can't look at you. So Snazz just starts like racking his apparently missing brain, just trying to figure out something to do. And I'm assuming now that he's drawn attention to it, I'm hearing that pounding.
Yeah.
Does it resemble any pounding I've heard in my long storied life?
Can you make a roll for me just really quick?
Yeah, just flat 20.
Yeah, just flat 20.
Let's hear about that pounding experience.
Let's give that a 5 on the flat 20 there.
It sounds like large boots, honestly, which is something that most people would be familiar with.
Oh,
so
shit.
you can you have about 15 seconds before it gets to the door. What are you doing? Are you guys going to get ready? Are you going to stand somewhere? Is there anything?
Okay. Can Snazz? So is there like a doorway in this room?
It's the single doorway, and if you look around the room, you can see up above are 2 slits where light seems to be able to penetrate through the darkness, giving you guys the ability to see, because otherwise there would be no light in this room.
So is there a door in this doorway, or is it just an open one?
It's a door. There's a wooden door.
I'm assuming it's locked. Has anyone tried it yet?
It's very large and it looked quite heavy. And also I heard the stomping coming from behind it.
Chip immediately forgets about you guys. He goes back to the corner, tries to get a vantage point on the door, and hunkers down with his bow drawn at the door.
So just readying.
Yeah, I'm readying a bow.
I would like to scamper over to this door and
okay.
I'm
your little skeleton feet clacking against the floor. Or are you wearing shoes?
No, Snazz doesn't wear shoes. What do you? Right. And I would like to attempt to climb so that I'm like pressed up against the wall, like on the door jamb above this door.
Okay.
Like visually, I want my drippy robes to be dripping water like over the door.
Wait. So how are you doing that again? Can you explain this to me?
Yeah. So there's like. What else is in this room? I mean, is there anything I can use to like leverage myself?
Just a pile of bones, and that's it.
Okay, so it's gonna take some acrobatics. So like specifically, is there any way that with my small stature I could like get in between this door jamb? And I'm making a lot of gesticulations right now, but no one can see this. Which makes it all the better.
I'm trying to imagine it.
Yeah.
So like I'm trying to imagine like you're doing like one of these.
Oh,
I don't know if you can see that.
Oh shoot, I don't have the stream open. It's gonna take a second.
I mean, just wait like 20 seconds or so, you'll see it.
So I want to like push up against like one hand on the door jamb and one hand on like the nearby wall and try to like shimmy my way up so that I can get like on top of this door jamb. I'm happy to make a roll if I need to.
Roll for me. The door is lying pretty flush against the wall, so you could try it, but I don't know how successful it would be.
I'm gonna give it a shot. That's an 11. If it's acrobatics, it's less.
Oh, yeah, that's acrobatics. So you kind of like jump to try to grab the top lip of the door, and it doesn't work. You just kind of make a big puddle around where the door is. So whoever walks in may have a particularly nasty fall.
I spit it off like it was part of my plan the whole time.
Okay.
Marmock is starting to come to terms with the fact that he's a bone boy. So he's going to find the largest pile of bones he can and just kind of like lay down on top of it and go limp.
Just kind of bury it, or just like lay on top, like like splayed.
He's just gonna lay down on top of it and just go as limp as he can.
Okay, Taylor, you have one last action before I open that door. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm just gonna like hide in that corner then, like next to the door, but like.
Okay, so the corner that's close to the door, so a little bit to the right of it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. as you hear stomp, stomp, stomp.
Is that? I'm sorry. Is that a Godzilla sound or is that the door creaking?
The
open?
door. That's the door. It's this creaky door.
Gotcha.
Listen.
Carry on.
And you see standing in the doorway the short, hunched over figure of a bald, pale man wearing a large, baggy robe. The soft glimmer of 2 large boots on his feet. And he says, "Hello, skeletons." From the doorway, I think you can see Todd holding his bow out. He does not see Taylor's character, Snazz, because Snazz is on the side where the door opens, which is, it's not totally opened. It's kind of like half opened. So like how you would normally open a door, not like slam it open. And he sees like the still what he assumes to be dead figure of Marmock. "Oh, hello. Why do you have your bow drawn?"
Thought you're gonna be a lot scarier. No offense. You're very intimidating. We're really scared, but I was expecting,
Wait, what?
bloodthirstiness and stuff. So I'm just gonna, I'll lower this.
What about me was scary? Was it the stomping?
Yeah.
He pulls up his robe a little bit to reveal the boots. Like, I got these cursed boots from a store on discount, and I put them on accidentally, and I kind of have to deal with that now. It's kind of my. I'll fix it in a while, but it's
okay.
good to see that you're awake.
Thanks, but yeah, as a rat, I don't like stomping. Just let's like ground rules. Okay, back to you. I'll stop.
I cannot do anything about the stomping. They are cursed boots, but I'll try. My name is Crasbone. I am a skelemancer, and I have brought you back to life to have you join my skeleton family. You are actually quite a bit more sentient than most skeletons, which is very strange. Did you die recently?
What? What? We really died?
Yes, you are. For all you, well, I can't say that out of character. I can't let you know. If that makes sense.
Cool. No, it's fine. So in character,
you can make a roll to see if you remember if and how you died.
Okay, I'll do that. What would that be? Perception?
Just roll a d10 or d20.
No, you're mistaken. Well, see, we're not dead.
Who is that?
Oh!
I have
Christ.
skeletons.
Oh, look!
He raises his hands in like, and arcane energy like flows through his fingertips.
So
as he's like looking around for the source of this.
So Snazz like falls forward onto like his hands and knees and like starts like retching. And he's like, "Oh God, I saw the rat guy again. Oh, it's
and Crasbone's a little bit taken aback by the sound as he almost slips and falls into the puddle. He's like, "Why is it wet here? What happened? Who are you?"
God, Christ, these people. Every time you encounter a skelemancer, they're all the same. I swear. Hello,
hey.
I'm Snazz McWaslon.
Hello, Snazz. I'm Crasbone, the skelemancer.
Yeah, we got it.
If and Marmock pokes his head up. I'm sorry. Did I hear that you said that we were dead?
Well, yes. I mean, you're skeletons, and usually people, when they die, are skeletons. Unless, of course, they're half-fleshy zombie skeletons, and I don't deal with those. That's kind of gross. It's not my thing.
Yes. It's quite logical when you put it like that.
Can I find out how we died, or if like we died together as a group, or is like did I know these people? Like, what did my character know any of that?
Okay, roll to see if you know how you died.
1 second. I rolled an 11.
An 11? Okay. Josh, can you roll a d20?
Yeah, let me just reposition my mic here so you can hear it.
That's fine.
That's a 5.
Okay. And Taylor, can you roll a d20?
10.
Okay. Taylor and Joseph, you both remember how you died. You can either tell me or I can tell you. I'm totally okay with either answer. It does not matter to me. So if you have an idea for how you died or how you would like to have died, that's totally fine. But if you would like, I have some ideas as well.
I have an idea.
Okay. How did Todd meet his unsightly fate?
Todd has his chest, like he's holding his chest because like he just remembered he died.
Okay. By the way, you died within the past week.
Yeah, that's fine.
It was recent.
Do you want me to like tell you to out of character or in character for what this character is?
If you're telling it to me, tell it out of character. But if you want everyone in the room to know how you died, and if you want the other characters to know how you died, say it in character.
Okay.
I would love to hear how Todd would relay, learning or remembering about his demise. That sounds amazing to me.
Okay, cool. You hear the bow drop, that he was holding, and he just drops his weapons, and in a shaky voice, he's holding his chest, and he is like, that damn kid. And then he was like, through like tears to skeleton tears, he's talking.
So he's shaking. He's just
he's
visually
shaking
to some degree.
It was supposed to be really easy. It was just a low-level bounty. I was supposed to just kill this one bandit who was holding up a local highway. And I saw these kids. They were playing. I see them outside of town. They would venture forth, pretend they were wizards. They were just little kids. But they were playing, and then I was waiting for the bandit to come through. And then, for some reason, there was... I don't know why. They're not even supposed to be in the area, but there was this really large wolf. And I saw...
Like a dire wolf?
Yeah, I'm gonna guess, but just to let you know, I am a rat, so...
I like bigger.
Every wolf is a dire wolf to me. But I digress.
And he raises a hand up. He's like, this large? And it's like I guess you could say like 5 feet, 6 feet,
and
with
then,
his hand up in the air.
And then Chip automatically, he breaks composure, being sad, walks up to you, lowers it to like about a foot lower, and he's like, about this large. And then immediately he breaks back into crying. He's like, I saw the wolf.
Crasbone's face also returns to concern. Like he was just kind of like a breaking the moment just to like kind of clarify something.
I had to clarify for you, but now I'm back into like my like this. I'm literally like shaking so bad right now. And then the wolf, it was going for the kids, and I saw my mark, and instead of getting my mark, I went to save the kids, and I did. I got them, but the noise it threw off my location. I was hiding in the trees. And I guess I made too much I made too much noise, I guess. And then I look at my armor, and then I put my bony finger through a hole where it's in the back of my armor, right in the back. I can feel the piercing mark of an arrow. Interesting.
So you got murdered by your own bounty.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really sad.
Yeah, I'm pretty bummed.
I mean, also your bone, like it's just kind of... Wait, did it like break the bone at all?
Wait. Can the characters feel?
I mean,
bones?
I'd hate to see a good rat torso go to waste.
I think I'm missing a little chip. Hey, that's funny. Hey, that's funny. I'm missing a chip. Yeah, we have fun here. And then he giggles, and then he's back to sad again.
This is an emotional roller coaster.
It's my mom's birthday.
Those.
She's gonna be so upset that I'm dead.
So, like, over the course of that story, Snazz was slowly, like, gaining the composure enough to actually look at the rat guy. And, like,
but did he do it?
Yeah,
did he finally do it?
Like, by the end of it, he's listening to the story, and he, like, holds his robe up to his eyes to, like, make tears.
Marmock's completely lost in the situation. So, like, he's also, like, holding his hand to his chest and like running his bone finger like at the like across his eye holes,
like to symbol crying. Like
yeah, he realized that like he doesn't have eyes or tears or anything of that moment, so like he's trying to make it look like he's sad but like not too sad.
Todd sees that gesture, and he sees that everyone's like sad, and he just like he gets a little bit happier. Like you guys cheer him up a little bit. So yeah, that sucked. How about you guys?
So yeah, I remembered how I died, right? Because I've got a plan.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So let me paint you a picture. You're staring at the wall opposite you, in the shitter, right?
Okay.
And a large group of mercenaries. They call themselves the Snazz Hunters. Comes along and just bam.
Why do they call themselves that?
Oh, because they hunt Snazz.
Are you Snazz?
Yeah, Snazz requires law.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. And then just right out of nowhere, just through the window, crossbolt into your chest, pins you against the wall, 3 feet up in the air. Bear in mind, I'm 3 feet tall.
You just see Chad. I'm sorry, I said Chad. Todd. You just see Todd's eyes get like his eye sockets widen because I don't have eyes, and he's just just shocked by this, like completely like whoa.
Marmock's he doesn't realize that different death stories are supposed to have different reactions, so he's still like mimicking a sob. But it's getting like steadily like less convincing.
It's more sarcastic at this point.
Like, yeah, it's a real tragedy.
Wow, so you were murdered and were you also murdered? Or did you like fall down some stairs or something?
So I rolled a 5, so Marmock does not know how he died, but he's feeling a little left out at this point. So he sort of like puffs out his chest to seem more confident. Yeah, smallpox from a bear.
You were killed by smallpox?
No, it was smallpox from a bear. Yeah, I was mauled by a bear.
Roll deception for me.
I survived, but the bear gave me smallpox.
Todd is laughing really loud as like his story goes on. He's just finding this the funniest story he's ever heard.
Can everybody roll deception for me really quick?
It fell off the table.
Or I guess insight would.
I rolled a nat 20.
All right, that's an 11.
Okay, my 20 beats it.
Cresbon beats it.
Okay, so he knows I'm lying.
He knows you're lying. Does Joseph? Does Todd?
Todd got a nat 20. So
okay, so Todd was like, bears don't even have smallpox.
Snazz just chooses to believe him.
Okay.
But, yeah, I tell him the facts. I'm like, but
no. Listen here, I've seen a bear with smallpox.
No, but you literally haven't. This isn't how any of this works.
Yeah,
I don't know enough about bears to know if the smallpox thing is lying, but I don't. Yeah, I don't trust it. But
it was a pox bear. He was a small one. So
that also sounds like a lie.
He was a small bear, smallpox bear. So he gave me smallpox.
So it was a small bear that had pox?
Yeah, he was a small pox bear.
Okay, the laughing from Todd has immediately turned into just like real that like when someone wants to correct you, they make that face and they want to jump into the conversation, but he doesn't know where to.
It was a pox bear. Because
he just stops you. Todd's like, that's not how this works.
You killed a baby bear. You killed a cub that had. You killed a diseased bear. You basically murdered a hospital victim.
I didn't kill it. It mauled me. I survived, and then I died of smallpox.
It was sick. Oh my god, I'm crying.
Jesus Christ.
It's just like I'm imagining Marmock walks up to this bear that's like half dead already and just stabs it and says, "I killed this bear."
You don't understand. It was a pox bear. It was small. It mauled me, but I survived, and then I died of the smallpox. It had smallpox because it was a pox bear and it was small.
Afterwards, or like, did it take a few days?
Look, if you've never seen a pox bear, they're everywhere.
Todd is at this point just like such in disbelief. He's not correcting you. His fingers are above his nose, and he's just looking at you, waiting for you to stop lying.
Oh god, it's like Marmock just like he's dug himself into this lie now. It's like watching a Trump speech. It's like there are too many things to correct.
So are you just like convincing yourself, or are you trying to convince me? Because like if I say I believe in you, can we just like move on?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I believe it. There's a thing as pox bears.
So this is weird. I've never met skeletons that are this sentient before. So
same, yeah.
I don't know if you're totally dead, if that makes sense. Like usually I meet skeletons and they're all like because they don't talk very much and you have to learn the language and it's a whole thing. You have to take a seminar.
Wait a second.
It's like a whole.
Do we have tongues?
And no.
Wait, how are we talking?
I can still.
Oh,
but you still sound like yourselves.
Okay.
I'm just like digging my bony hands into my jaw, like from below, like from above, just.
And your voice becomes like gargled as if you were actually putting your hands in your mouth. Okay, don't do that.
Do we know your name yet?
I don't.
Adam.
What's up?
Out of character, do we know your character's name?
He introduced himself as Crasbone the minute he walked in the room.
Crasbones, I forgot. Sorry.
I wrote it down.
It is a habit of his. Anyway, welcome to Castle Killbone, home of Crasbone, the skeleton mentor. Anyway, follow me. And he starts stomping out from the front door. He's like, stomp, 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 stomp. And he's just walking out of...
Reluctantly, I follow.
The next room. Are you all following?
Yeah.
So he leads you out into this sort of longer hallway. And you can see that you're now on the 3rd floor, because of a large opening window that looks down into a rear, most likely rear-facing courtyard. And if you guys want to roll perception, you can see what's going on back there.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise, he just keeps it. Okay.
I rolled a 16.
That is a artificial 20.
Yeah, 16. So
Joseph just doesn't care, or
I rolled a 16 plus 2,
okay.
So 18.
Taylor, did you also roll 16?
No, I rolled a 21. Sorry, I have perception.
Oh, okay.
No, Snazz doesn't care.
Okay, so Marmock and Todd, you guys see there appears to be a full badminton court where several skeletons are playing badminton, and off to the side there's a table where one group looks to be playing a game with dice and sheets of paper. But as you're led through the castle, you can see a few areas, and Cresbone's kind of describing them to you as he goes. He says, well, that's where the skeletons sleep. Those are the dorm rooms. And it's like this long hallway with a lot of doors, and you can obviously imply that there are rooms in there. Venturing in there, you would find that there would be larger bunk beds. There's my room, and he points to a large door, like a very large, tall door that leads into another room in the castle. That is Cresbone's room.
Hey, Cresbone.
Down over there's the kitchen, and he's walking through. This castle is huge, by the way. This is like a very tall castle, high ceilings, like at least an extra floor each, and it's almost comically villainous in disguise with like all the sharp, pointy things and with like torches and like spooky like centerpieces and things like that.
Hey, Cresbone. All right, hey, rat guy.
Hi, it's Todd.
Are you talking to me?
Hey, you guys, you think we're his like sex slaves?
I hope not.
I just wanted to clarify. Am I Ratboy?
No, Ratboy.
Yeah, are you referring to me?
No, sorry. No, the
Okay.
one that looks like a rat.
Yes, that makes more
that's
sense.
me.
Yeah, right.
I'm like literally right in
what
front
am
of
I?
both of you right now, and like my character, like you guys are like pointing above me and ignoring I'm not here, and that's what I'm imagining is happening in this conversation.
Marmock, you're big boy.
Oh yeah, I'm big boy.
Yeah.
Is it what I say? I'm big boy.
No, me, big boy.
I'm me, big boy.
So
Did I get it
wait,
right?
does that make you wet boy?
Oh,
Wait,
these.
what is
Oh
Wet
man,
Boy?
these are treasures.
Oh, okay.
They've been in my family for a generation, and
see.
really,
Yeah.
just me. I found
Alright.
them. I found them, and they're mine. So I
Oh
wear
yeah,
them.
it's a family heirloom.
Yeah,
You-
yeah.
You can pass it on to your skeleton children.
Oh God, do you think this guy's gonna? Do you think he's gonna bone us?
No. I hope not.
Okay, sorry. The stream is back now. So yeah, he's leading through these rooms. He points them out. This castle is huge. And he kind of idly listens to your conversation, but he's mostly ignoring it. So he's leading you through, and he's like, now, I'll have to give you each a bed. Yeah, you guys will be sharing bunk beds with the other skeletons, obviously. Would you guys like to share a room? I don't know if you guys care about each other that much, or do you want like your?
Hey, Cresbone, can I not only share a room but share a bed with Big Boy over here?
The beds are mostly twins, so not really a lot of
I'd
room.
like to object to this idea.
No, don't worry about it. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
You don't like bunk beds?
I don't like sleeping alone.
Oh.
Do you, I can be your.
Oh
cuddle
God,
buddy.
no! Oh Jesus! Oh, God!
Okay. You know the things you
mean-
say hurt. Just gonna put that out there.
Wait, are you going to get my bed wet? Are you going to wet the bed?
I think that's a good question. Are you going to get the bed wet?
Yes, absolutely. Actually, I sleep in the nude, but also yes.
You just hear
I'm,
Todd just like whisper.
I'm going to object to this, courteously, of course. I would like my own bed.
I mean, you can just give me like a pile of hay or a newspaper. I slept on worse. Home is where the news is all I always like to say.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, unless somehow you guys were to find a way to come back to life, which I mean there are there, but you guys just kind of have to figure this out. Learn how to live with each other, and maybe kind of like a family with sort of a smaller, bald-headed father figure.
Wait.
And,
stop right there.
we can learn to
no.
love
Hey,
and cherish
now.
each other, and it'd be sort of like a
so we can come back to
like
life.
a full house
I
of
heard come back
skeletons.
to life.
So are you saying that
I
we're
wanna
a
go back to the
skeleton
back to life
family?
option.
Yes.
Okay, that's cool and all, but I heard you said there's a way to possibly go back to life. Do you know of a way?
I do.
Oh yeah. There's wish stones.
Okay,
I
what
do
is
wish
that?
my skin and muscles.
Yeah, I wish to wish. I wish to know about the wish stone, please.
Oh, well, a wish stone's
That's a good one.
it's a stone that has a little wish spell in it, and usually there's like one spell in the stone, and if you do it, you can cast any wish. And coming back to life is one of those. I mean,
Is
I'm
it
sure
is it
cast
a
something
group
like that.
thing or is it a solo person thing? Cannot we wish?
I mean, I'm sure I could cast a group of people all together. You just need to specify with the wish.
okay.
Yeah, could we use one wish stone to bring all of us back to life? And then
I assume if you're all together and you ask like, "Hey, bring the three of us back to life," it'll kind of figure it out if you're all standing next to each
yeah,
other.
okay, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, so you just need a witch stone. I mean, I don't have one, obviously, but the hag of the swamps has one.
Wait, so are we free to just like leave? We're not like sex prisoners, are we?
I mean, yeah, you're free to leave.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
it's
bye.
sex prisoners. Wait, I'm sorry. What?
Oh, those are the different skeletons. I got you.
Are you gonna?
No, we
burn
don't.
us?
I don't have. It's not that kind of relationship.
Todd
you
has
know?
already left the conversation. He's trying to find a way out of this place.
He's already leaving. Okay.
Oh, look at that. They're going. Crasbone, great meeting you. I'm gonna go see
Wait,
about.
but I have to.
Where can we find this hag? Can I call
well,
her
she lives
hag?
in the.
Is there a nicer word for that?
Her name is Slinda, and she lives in the swamps.
I'm sorry. Is it Linda or is it Slinda?
Slinda.
Slinda. Oh, I see. Yeah.
Slinda.
Oh, there's two ways. I got you. So
Guys, are you
Slinda.
coming?
No, Slinda.
Slinda.
Two R's.
It's Slinda.
It's
I can
Slinda.
hear that all the way from over here. Come on, let's go.
Okay, yeah. Could you
Wait.
point us in that direction?
I mean, you just go downstairs and go out through the front of the castle, but I think I should probably tell you some things before you leave, at least, right?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah, of course.
So, like, information, like...
Like an
you go to
asthmatic, Todd comes back up. What do you have to say?
What do you
What?
have to share with us?
Like he's breathing like an asthmatic. Like he's just
Oh.
okay, because he's like
Hey,
he booked.
You don't feel any better or worse by breathing like that, by the way. He's like, all right, so you're gonna head towards the big spooky forest. It's big and spooky. You'll know when you see it.
Yeah, all right.
Follow the path, and you're gonna want to turn right at the tree that looks like a giant bugbear. And the house will be like just a few clicks short of that. I have no idea what clicks is. It's a word that I've heard used by a few of the skeletons. It might be a skeleton thing. Who knows?
Oh, it's
Do you
half a
know
length.
if-
A click is half
okay.
a length.
But
I don't.
You said bugbear.
Anyway, give me 1 second. I'll get you some apples. You probably want some apples for the road.
Wait, we need
do you-
As he
nourishment? We're skeletons.
He walks off. He's already gone. He's walked off.
Wait, I have several questions.
He's gone right now.
Yeah,
Do you want to wait?
yeah. I'll wait.
Okay, you wait. He's still not there.
Do you think he's coming back with apples I
I wait exactly 30 minutes.
Okay, I wait.
I wait 30 minutes and 1 second.
That's like the Price is Right. I can't. You just locked me out. I wait 29 minutes and 59 seconds.
Oh, come on. You're always gonna...
And who? Okay. Instead of how many minutes you're waiting, tell me how many rounds you're waiting.
So a round is...
Not combat rounds, just rounds. So a vague number.
10, obviously.
Yeah,
10, okay.
obviously 10. Duh.
Okay.
14.
Oh, okay. After about 5 rounds, you hear the stomping return, and Crasbone's holding looks like 3 apples, and he hands them to you in a little baggie. He's like, "Now, here you go. You'll know when you need these. But other than that, I guess I'll see you later. If you guys want to come back later when you have your bodies again, maybe we could get some food or something. I don't know."
Oh, so you can make us your sex
Yeah, right.
slaves. Got it. Yeah.
What?
I interrupt them. I shake your hand. Thank you, sir. I gotta go. Bye.
He shakes your hand. His hand is somehow bonier than yours.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Add in a pause for cringe and uncomfort. I gotta go. And then he runs out towards the spooky forest.
Okay, so he shakes hand, just dashes down the stairs and out the front door, and you hear the slam of the large wooden door. as Todd runs out into the wilderness.
Wait, my bony legs, they're short. I start chasing after him, but like waddling because I'm short.
And the dripping of your robe follows behind you in a trail.
Like a snail. A lot like a snail.
I'm
a lot less than a snail, but still snail-like.
Yeah.
Marmock is going to he's going to avoid the snail-esque trail and continue down in that same path. Too socially awkward to shake hands with with Krasbone.
Goodbye. Nice meeting you.
Yeah, we'll be back to be a sex slaves later.
Yeah, yeah, farewell.
You hear yelling, "No, we won't."
Just out in the wood distance. No, I won't. So you walk out to the castle, and you're surrounded by what looks like rotted earth. The area around the castle, at least on the front side, is just desolated. It looks undead territory, like very gray, very lifeless.
This looks like undead territory.
And if you look back at the castle behind you, you can see it's this huge castle with a skull-shaped facade, and like two larger towers on both sides, with a lot of like large spikes just sticking up out of the ground, curving in towards the top.
The spikes really make it,
It's quite scary.
I make like a one of those kissing where you kiss your fingertips.
Oh, kiss your fingers.
but I also don't have lips, so it's just kind of like nah.
So as you exit the castle, you see off in the distance two noticeable things. You see a small collection of wooden buildings near a crop field that looks like a town, and off to the right you see a large, spooky swamp-like forest.
He said go towards the
town.
swamp,
Yeah. He said go towards the town.
Immediately, Todd's demeanor changes into almost like the dad is we are going to the forest.
Actually, can you do knowledge nature or survival?
13.
I rolled a 23.
You rolled a 23. Okay. So you are very aware that you are undead. So you have and as a undead skeleton, you have the following benefits and following problems. One, you cannot die again in the same way. So you could be destroyed, but you can't just die. Second, you are vulnerable to holy magic, so you take double damage from holy magic. Third, you are resistant to piercing weapons, so you take half damage because you don't really have any flesh to pierce. You also do not know how to smell anymore.
I was really good at that as a rat. Okay, that's kind of rude. I feel like that's directed.
Also, you're not sure if you need to breathe. Anyway, you're just walking towards the forest.
Yeah, sorry. I'm imagining that after you told me that, in Todd's mind, he's going through this checklist, and the last one is, "Do you need to breathe?" And then he just, and then for the entire,
he's holding his breath.
Yeah, until they get to the forest, and then he's like, "Guys, I think it's a good enough bet that I don't think we need to breathe."
Okay. You walk towards the forest, and you kind of start getting inside the large light obstructing trees hiding the bubbling, oozing waters of the swamp. Small pathways snake through, a larger one kind of seeming to be the main route, and there seem to be little islands that you could hop between if you were to try to go other ways. After a bit of walking, you spy upon what looks to be a large tree in the shape of a knoll.
This isn't the tree. This is not the tree. I point to them, and I point to both of them. I'm like, he said that there was going to be a bugbear, and this is not a bugbear. This is not the tree. I repeat, not the tree.
Hang on. It's a bugbear, yeah? He's a skelemancer is all I'm thinking, yeah? Does he know what they look like outside the skeletons?
If someone wants to, they can roll knowledge nature to see if their anatomy is similar enough to have similar skeletons.
I got a 12 on that one.
And I got an 11, so...
They're both bipedal, so they both stand upright, and they both have monstrous faces, maybe.
But bugbears are bigger. Is it a big stature?
Usually.
This is also a tree, though.
But look how the branches. The branches are it makes a little knoll shape. Bugbears are scarier.
No, absolutely not. Knolls, they got hyena faces.
They're my
terrifying.
Size. I can kill those things. Those are easy.
What,
Bugbears
gnolls?
are bigger than me. Bugbears are two of me.
Knolls are huge, ain't they? They're 6 feet tall, almost taller than me.
I thought gnolls were
Do you want to roll knowledge history or knowledge nature on gnolls?
I can do. Sir, I'll try that. Yeah.
Can I do history?
I rolled a 13, so it's again not looking great.
I rolled an 18. which doesn't necessarily mean I'm right. It just means I know more.
For certain that bugbears are taller.
Oh, thank God.
Joseph, you know that bugbears and gnolls are in the category of 5 to 7 feet tall, making them around a medium-sized creature.
Oh, so they're both bigger than me.
Yeah,
I lied to you guys. Sorry, I thought gnolls were tinier.
It's all right. It's a common misconception.
It also depends on how hunched over they are, but you wouldn't know that. Josh would know that.
Yeah, it's
Or
Who's
Marmock would.
Josh?
I majored in nology. Mostly
so-
because he was hard to pronounce.
Is that roll of deception for that?
Hold up.
Do I have to
Yeah,
roll
it's
to
a
contest
2.
this? Yeah, I'm gonna.
It's a 2. I mean, I don't think you need to.
I
but
rolled
you
a 4, so he almost got away with it.
You know,
You're like, oh, I don't know anything about humans. Wait a minute, that's not a real subject.
should have majored
you-
in Snazzology.
I knew I should. It's actually nolonomy.
So Noalmy, like, what do you do with that? Are you gonna teach other Noalmy students? It's like anthropology. Get a real job.
Citizens of
Yeah.
Snazdom, I hereby declare that we are going to examine this tree closer. And I walk up and like give it a kick.
Okay, roll knowledge nature for me.
That's not too good. That is a 11.
Okay, at least it wasn't a nat 1.
I can roll nature.
Did you already roll history?
I rolled history to figure out if gnolls were taller than bugbears.
Sell me on it, and I'll give it to you. That makes sense.
I did not major in nology or nolonomy, but I am gonna do another nature check to examine this more closely, paying specific attention to the shape of the skull.
Okay, cool. Roll for it then. And with yours, you kind of surmise similar information to what they already have gleaned.
I have surmised similar information to what you have already gleaned.
Just like the narrator in World, and then he repeats the narrator, like looking up and then back at the group.
Yeah, I like to imagine Snazz actually hears every word you're saying at him.
I would love to play a
Insane.
character that was just straight up Lemony Snicket. Yeah, that's a 1 for the. Wait, hang on. That's a 3 for the nature.
Oh wait, are we gonna do if a 1's a 1?
You
It's a
know,
1?
on second thought, you kind of think this might look like a snake head.
I see.
This is definitely a sneak head.
Okay.
I can see it. Yeah.
Todd immediately just walks on past the tree. It's like, this isn't getting anywhere.
Oh, but didn't you say
Like
this?
which way?
Which-
Continuing on the path or to the right
When did
or to the left?
Can we jump back into our game? Like, let's press pause. Let's go to Codex. Let's go to missions. Let's go to which direction on the bugbear tree you told us to go.
Can I be Otacon?
Yes.
If you guys wrote it down or remember, you can say it. I'm not telling you.
Oh, fuck. Guys,
there-
you were supposed to be taking the notes.
There's a fork.
right.
There's a fork in the road here, right?
Yeah. So we
No,
follow,
it's just a straight path, and then there's that tree.
we follow the path. On the right, there's going to be a tree that looks like a bugbear. When we see that, we go right and carry on south until we find Slinda. That's what I have written down.
Okay, cool. So do you guys want to go forward, or do you want me to go to the right or forward? Either
Into
way,
the
my character's
forest.
moving on.
And Snazz starts
let's,
walking into the forest.
Let's go forward.
Okay, so I ran off forward.
So forward, not going right.
yeah.
Not going right.
Can you roll a d20 for me really quick?
Yeah. Flat or with a modifier?
Flat.
6.
Okay. You are getting closer to what looks to be a bee's nest.
Oh Jesus! Oh, I hate bees.
I don't think that I yell, "You're a skeleton."
Oh, right. Well, I've turned around and I'm gonna try to reconvene with them.
Okay, cool. As you hear the sloshing of Snazz's robe, as it's now a mixture between wetness and swamp goo. As it follows you along the path, you run into another tree. This one looks to be humanoid in shape, and there looks to be the figure of a spirit twisting around its torso. Part of the tree. So the tree looks like those two things.
Well, can I roll to see what the humanoid looks like? Like what species the humanoid is?
Yeah, sure. Roll for me. Nature.
That's gonna be a 14.
It definitely is not. It is not orc. It is not elf, and it is not dwarf. It is definitely a taller race. and it is definitely a little more closer to human. So, genasi, human, null, bugbear, that sort of thing. It could be any of those, based on what you've surmised.
I don't think this is a stop. I think we should keep moving, Todd.
Wait. This could be a bugbear.
I move forward. I keep on going on the path.
Okay, so he's gone.
I
You guys stay.
I follow.
Okay, so I'll follow him.
Yeah.
You reach the next one, and it looks like what appears to be a bugbear shrugging.
Guys, this is a bugbear.
Yeah.
I literally climb onto the tree and I point at the bugbear and then I point to them and I'm like, do you guys see this? This is a bugbear.
Yeah,
I
it's a
shrug
bugbear.
exactly like the bugbear is shrugging, and I'm like, I'm not sure I see it.
Exactly. That's what he looks like. You're doing such a good job. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah,
that's great.
I think that's it, Todd. I think we found
All right.
our stop.
And it was to the right
Alright.
of the bugbear tree, right?
Yeah,
So we
to the
saw
right. Go south.
All right. So you walk past the tree, onto the right, into the swamp, into the depths of the somewhat brownish bile of the swamp's water. Can you guys roll dex saves for me, or dex checks to see if you guys are able to avoid most of the goo, or if you have to walk straight through to get to your destination?
I rolled. I got because it's a saving throw and it's dex.
It's dex.
Okay.
It's just a dex, so acrobatics.
Acrobatics. Okay.
Mhm.
So
Oh, God.
I rolled.
Oh,
a
I rolled a
21.
4.
That's a 1 from
You're
me.
I rolled a
that
17
one?
plus 4.
That's a 2 minus 1.
Okay, so not in that one.
Not a net one.
You don't see a way to get there easily, and so you just kind of start walking through. You can feel your armor is not really appreciating this sort of thing. It's definitely gonna either be stuck with the stench, or it's definitely gonna be deteriorating as a result of this.
Yeah. All right. I'll trudge on then.
Snazz, you also fall in, but because of how short you are quickly reaching up to chin level water.
Is there any way I can take off my drippy robes and hold them above me as I trudge through?
Yeah, but you will be naked.
That's fine. Do I have a skeleton dick?
No.
Oh.
You hear somehow through his non-lips, you hear Todd do he does a little whistle.
Yeah, I know. Soak it in, baby.
Will we get copyright claimed if I sing "A Girl Worth Fighting For" while we trudge?
Yes.
I'm not
Alright.
trudging. I rolled a 21.
Well, I'm trudging. I'm trudging enough for all of us.
You can hear our non-copyrighted version, which is going to be a really poorly rendition on the piano by Chris, because I'm not making him waste time on this. That is called "A Person That Is Worth Doing Extra Things For, but Not Too Much Because You Don't Know Them That Well." Take it away.
A person that is worth doing extra things for, but not too much because you don't know them that well. Content ID.
That's it.
For quite a while, we've been going off in a certain direction towards a fight. In a loud group that's doing such marching, we feel quite a lot like a group of chaos.
I don't know if Chris will actually do it, but I like to imagine he will.
Yep.
If not, just make up your own.
Todd has not heard a beautiful song like this. He's literally like just struck, like Godsmack.
Yeah.
You walk along through the vile ooze of the swamp. You push aside vines and branches to get through as you stumble upon a large clearing. And what looks to be in the middle of the clearing is a small hut. Small brown wooden hut. With a front door that says "Keep Out" carved in letters.
When I reach the edge, I can put my robes back on safely, right?
Yeah.
All right. I do this.
You are still gross and covered in swamp jugs underneath.
God.
I go up to the hut and knock on the door.
Okay. And you hear, "Go away!" coming from inside.
You just
that's
didn't
not
buy
gonna
an
work.
alarm system.
What?
Yeah, do you have an interest in an alarm system?
We're selling alarm systems.
Hold on 1 second.
Do you have an interest in apples?
Wait, did someone say apples?
Yes, I have 3 of them.
And you just hear and the door opens and you see this this haggish woman.
Oh, that's
with
right.
large, really gross black dead hair. Going down her face. Her boils are sort of kind of highlighted by her kind of clammy, sort of pale greenish skin.
It's quite disgusting.
She was clearly humanoid at one point, but her magics and her curses have seemed to have taken a toll on her. Does anyone run a roll knowledge history?
I'll do
for
a history check.
So when she opens the door, Snazz is like, oh, that's right. We're selling apples, not alarm systems. My bad.
No, when she opens the door, I would also to be like, to Todd, he like legitimately and is very sincere. He's like, "You look very nice today."
That's it.
And then,
Roll deception for me.
no, like this, he feels like this. Like this is Todd thinks she's beautiful because he's such a nice person.
Okay.
But do you want me to start?
Her arms. I mean, if you think so, her arms are kind of larger and monstrous. Her hands end in large black talon-like claws, and you can see bits of bramble kind of wrapped around parts of her figure and her cloak.
That's a 21 on history, by the way.
So a hag is a creature that delights in bringing ruin and misery to the world. They're usually malevolent to the core and usually live in sort of places. These sort of vile places that most people don't dare to dwell if they are particularly uninterested in being around other creatures.
Yeah, right.
When a hag wants to be cruel or increase their numbers or pass on their genes, they disguise themselves as a kindly-looking elderly woman, approach a small child, and give an iron token that it can use to confide in them. Over time, this granny figure convinces the child that it's okay to have bad thoughts and do bad deeds, starting with breaking things and wandering outside, then graduating to pushing someone down the stairs or setting a house on fire. Within 3 days of having this coin and committing these sort of atrocities, the hag can just casually turn the child into a hag themselves. And there's no known cure for this.
This is quite a complex biology.
Yeah, the coin that they give them is actually usually fashioned out of their teeth, and it can be either the shape of a coin, a ring, or a tiny mirror.
That's gnarly.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
Todd, as he's like complimenting her, like sincerely complimenting her, he's like giving her like, "I love what you've done with your nails. Your hair looks great." He's making a
Thank you, my dear. Now give me those apples.
Yeah, he's making a
please.
snapping motion to everyone to hand him
she
the apples.
claws a hand out, just kind of lurches it forward and like plucks the satchel of apples out of your hands and just consumes them. Her large iron-like teeth, looking almost rusted in their design, sort of gnaw into the meat of the apple, and the soft dribble of apple like juices like trickle down her chin and onto her already just ruined robes.
That's my
Todd's like, I like apples too.
Now, since you've brought me apples, and that is my favorite thing, who told you to bring me apples?
I would say
a little bird. A bird.
She kind of leans in and looks at you with one eye.
It was a bird. A bird did
his Bone, Mr. Bone,
No, it was a.
Oh, my good friend Krasbone.
Yeah.
That boy always knows how to treat a friend properly. Well, what can I do for you, Skella boys?
We would like our flesh back.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, a
flashback.
Wish
you say?
stone. Wish stone is what we're looking for.
Yeah, it's a stone. Might look like it grants wishes.
Oh, a wish stone, you say?
Yeah.
Well,
wish stone.
I don't have a wish stone, as you can see, but I do know where you can get one.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, would you guys like a towel to clean yourselves off from the swamp water?
Oh,
yes.
yes.
It's a little bit
I've been wet for so long.
unsettling.
Yes,
thank
please.
you.
I'm literally always wet.
And please help yourself to whatever you find otherwise, as she seems to have a bowl of trinkets as well.
I look through the trinkets.
You see most of them are just iron crosses, rings, little mirrors, that sort of thing. And a little stack of towels that she was referring to earlier, right next to it.
Are they heated? Are they heated towels?
No.
Marmock will not partake of any of the trinkets. Only except the towel and wipe down his nice armor.
Yeah, I kindly just be like, they're beautiful, but I can't take them away from you, and then I just like walk away from the table.
You sure? All right then. I won't push.
Okay. Thanks for respecting my option. Oh, now that was ominous. I like it. You're feisty, but I'm not going to do anything.
Now, you need a wish stone.
Yep.
Now, funny you mention a wish stone, because I know the place that you can get it, and it actually does help me quite a bit. I've been having problems, you see. There's a particular
wait 1 second.
goblet.
I was gonna say, Todd immediately interrupts her. Is like, "Do you need anyone killed? I'm very good at that."
Whoa,
Actually,
whoa.
In a way, I could. That is totally up to you. I'm not asking you to kill anyone,
but
I'm just asking you to take care of a little problem for me.
But
How you do it, though, is up to you.
I need you to know that I'm a very good bounty hunter. Well, shut up, guys. And immediately I look at you. You guys haven't said anything because I obviously died on my last bounty. But I tell her, sorry, go on.
They don't necessarily know that you're a bounty hunter. They know you did a bounty, but you don't know if that's like your profession.
Okay.
You guys don't know much about each other, just to point out. So you could lie and say that you're a different person. You've told each other how you died, and most of you have been truthful, but you still don't know like who you were in your lives.
Todd's character, like
most of you probably don't know about Snazz's background, and that's very weird.
Yeah,
Everyone
I know.
knows
Like
about
his is a
Snazz.
weird.
But like, my thing is my character's a bounty hunter, so like he's like used to everything. Like he's had so many weird like contracts, but immediately he goes to her and is like, "If you can say this is a bounty, I will give you my 100%." Like, because it's his job, and he was like, he'd feel really good if she just like were to give him something that like he did when he was alive.
Let me tell you my problem. I have been dealing with a certain flesh-eating goblin king that is nestled up in a nearby cave that I would rather see gone. You know, nobody really likes to come near my swamp, and when there's a sort of a flesh-eating monster around, poor things, they're all frightened out of their minds. So, if you could just get him to leave, or if he could somehow disappear, you know, just sort of any sort of thing, I would very much appreciate it.
So we can kill him,
right.
you're saying?
Oh, I abhor violence, but
I nudge on her and like I give her a little like wink with my eye socket. I'm like, what? Huh?
but you just kind of look at her and you're like, eh? Because your eye doesn't actually move that much.
And yeah, I'm just like, you're saying, and then I'm just like, you're gonna.
I wouldn't miss him.
Okay, that's enough for me.
Do you want us to kill this individual?
I just want to make sure that he's no longer interrupting my business.
Is killing all right in this scenario? I just want the specifics.
Oh, I couldn't say. And she starts laughing and.
Look, have you guys never spoken to a hitman before? Like the person hiring them's never gonna say, "Yeah, go kill them." But yeah, she wants us to kill him.
I would disagree. Yeah. I've had multiple people tell me just how to kill people, but
Marmock, can you do me a favor? Can you roll knowledge? Can you just roll a knowledge history for me? Because you've heard this name Snazz a lot, and it sounds familiar.
Yeah, so that's a crit with a +5.
Like a nat 20?
A nat 20, and I have a +5 to history.
You are surprised that you didn't remember this name before. Snazz McWaslon is the name of a guy who starred in he's one of the most recurring characters on Gizmo's Dungeons of Danger, which is a sort of game show where adventurers are tasked to go through a very crazy and kooky game show style dungeon with lots of traps and interesting game show style elements to it.
Oh, my
Snazz is a legend. He survived hundreds of traps and deadly. He's never won.
I won once.
Except for,
I won once.
He won once, which is how he's out. But for a long time, he was a recurring cast member.
My heavens! Are you world famous dungeoneer Snazz McWaslon?
I mean, yeah, well, yeah, I'm Snazz
The
McWaslon.
Snazz McWaslon.
Jesus Christ!
You didn't recognize it because of the lack of skin, obviously, but the
My
drippy
goodness.
robe does check out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm Snazz McWaslon. That Snazz McWaslon.
who?
You wouldn't know because you did not live amongst the people for a long time, so you might not have partaken in a lot of the entertainment. But Taylor, you actually probably know the history of this enough to explain it. Do you want to explain what the show was?
Yeah. So first, I asked the hag if she knows.
Oh yes, I did not realize that you were a Snazz McWaslon.
Yeah, so now you see why it's so important for
I
me
love
to get
that
my
show.
skin back, right?
Is the young boy still working the shop?
Oh, what a doll! I forgot his name, but great kid.
Timothy.
Yeah, little Timmy. Yeah. Oh man, he's
Good boy.
incredible. Anyway, so
I would love to give him a trinket sometime.
yes. Gonna have to take a hard pass on that. But listen here, Todd, Chip, Ratboy. Okay, so there's this game show, and I was forcibly conscripted into playing, and while I never died, like thousands, and you see like a flash in Snazz, well, the lack of his eyes, his body language shows that he's like he's kind of having like a flashback here.
Traumatized.
Yeah, he's like utterly traumatized by this. He's like, hundreds of thousands of people when they all died, but Snazz persisted. Snazz lived, and when I won, I finally got out, and I lived my life, and those Snazz hunters took it away from me. He's like actually getting emotional now at this.
Yeah, Todd walks up to you and just like he gives you that gesture of like bring it in.
Yeah, a big bony hug all around.
Yeah, so
it's
I
okay.
actually I died on that game show.
Oh yeah,
That's where the pox bear was.
did he die? Did he die while Snazz was playing? And was I a teammate during that show?
Are you asking me or
I'm
are you
asking
asking
you.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, no. Absolutely not.
Okay. Was this after or before or during, and I just wasn't involved?
He's never been on the game show.
Oh, he's fucking lying.
That
Yeah,
is
he's
that is
lying.
true. Marmock has never been on the game show. He was just he felt like he wasn't fitting in.
Marmock is way too wealthy for him to be on that game show and people not to be concerned.
Because I believed him, because I believed that Josh's character was. I can't even roll insight here. I believe it. Snazz believes it.
You fell for it.
Todd looks at him just like
that day.
looks right past him. He's just like, and he does like a very slight like nod, like no,
All right,
yeah, he just shakes his head, no.
So we continue the quest then. I get my skin back.
Let's go on.